Okay.
All right. And welcome to Too Fat for the Movies.
Yes.
And welcome to Too Fat for the Movies. This is a strange setup. This is like the third time we've changed the show.
Yes. But
whatever. And honestly, it doesn't
yeah,
bother me
this is going to be the first one anybody's going to hear, though.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Well, it should be.
It should be.
There's nothing holding us back this time.
So far. We thought that when we came in here, too, and now it's like, oh, you have to run a separate laptop into... I know you guys can't see what's going on. There's a lot of wires everywhere.
Yes, there's auxiliary cables, mic cables, headphone cables, power cables.
A splitter that's not supposed to be a splitter. Things are interesting.
Yes,
It only took an hour
creative.
To set up.
Yes.
Only. Well, we spent 15 minutes searching for earbud headphones. We could have avoided all of this if we had earbud headphones.
Yes, that would have been the easiest fix.
But instead, I have a machine on my lap, so this will be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm super excited about it. There's no way that I'm not gonna smack it with my hand sometime during the podcast.
Yep, and then we're gonna lose audio and
have to start from scratch.
Well, no, we'll just lose audio of what we're gonna be watching today.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. And today we're watching. Yeah, that's right. We should actually probably get back. We have a new format now.
Yes,
and the new format is that we are now going to provide commentary for movies.
Yes.
Bad movies.
Yes. Mostly bad movies. We might watch some movies that are just
that we love.
That we like. That are more ridiculous than maybe great movies, but today we're watching a bad movie.
A bad movie classic, swept the Razzies.
Yes.
It is Catwoman.
Yeah.
Halle
Berry. Yeah. The woman we once loved.
So fast.
Oh, I know.
It was really this movie.
It really was.
It's amazing. She wins, she hits a guy with her car, and then wins an Academy Award. I think I have that timeline in the correct order.
I believe so. Yes.
If I'm not, I apologize, Miss Berry. But then again, why are you listening to this? And two,
because you're not gonna like what you hear.
So she hits a guy with her car, wins an award, the Academy Award.
Yes.
Then makes
first
Catwoman
African American female to win it.
Yes.
And then
she made this, and we were like, "Now we hate you."
Yeah, and
you can kill a guy with your car, but don't disgrace Catwoman.
I mean, we can't really blame her for disgracing Catwoman. She didn't do a good job of the movie, obviously, but there's plenty wrong with just the whole idea of this movie.
Yes, and we'll delve more into that as we watch it.
Yes.
So what do I do here? Do I do a countdown until we hit play, or what? What is it?
Well,
it's T-minus.
We're at exactly zeros right now.
Right, exactly.
zeros.
So if
we're going to be...
If you're also at exactly zeros.
So make sure you're lined up at zero right now.
To exactly where we are.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I want to make sure that they don't know that we're starting maybe after the opening logos and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure we're starting at the same time.
Okay. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. All right.
So we're at zero right now. We are going to be hitting play in 3, 2, 1, play. And we are getting the WB logo.
Yes. So far, I like it.
Yes, it's great.
If I'm honest, this is probably going to be the highlight of the film.
Yes. Every time I watch opening credits now, I always think of the Family Guy episode where they're
watching the movie,
and there's
guy shot in the shoulder, panting through a door. Productions. He's like, that one seems intentionally misleading.
Yeah, they go to AA.
Okay, so we're starting off with
hieroglyphics. Because the Egyptians love cats.
Yeah, when I watched this, and believe it or not, I watched this in theaters.
Why?
The first and last time I saw it. Because I didn't know any better. She had just won the Academy Award, and then she was going to be Catwoman. I'm like, I'm down.
Oh, yeah. I can't blame you, but looking back on it now, it was a terrible decision.
My friend and I, huge Batman fans, we went and saw it. We saw this title sequence and immediately went, oh, fuck. We just knew. It just felt like it was going to be shitty.
Yeah.
And it was. It was terrible.
It feels like a early 2000s film.
Very much so. It has that like Daredevil feel to it. Like when Daredevil ruined movies for a while, it was like him, then Elektra, and this.
I don't think Daredevil necessarily ruined it. I think it was Elektra that really ruined it. That came out like the year later.
Yeah, because it was a spinoff of Daredevil, wasn't it?
Yep, and that movie was awful.
I think this is worse.
Oh, this is the worst movie, like comic book movie to come out of like the resurgence of the comic book movie in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s.
I just read about this. Blade was actually the reason.
Yep.
If you go back, because it was so successful.
In like 98.
Yeah, because like Spawn was like hit and miss. Like there had been a few in there.
Because because we all know what killed the comic book movie. That was Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Because they had plans for more Batman movies.
Yep.
They had Superman, Kevin Smith written and directed Superman.
Wait, have you ever read the screenplay for that?
Yes, it's amazing.
It's awesome.
I know.
I love it. Like the first scene is breathtaking. Like I was so there.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then they had a bunch of plans, and then they ruined them by making Batman and Robin. It was that. That
was on this weekend. My girlfriend.
Yes.
I'm not sure if she's seen it.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, "Hey, Batman's on," and I was like, "Not really."
I feel like that should be one of the movies we watch.
Oh, I'm not sure I can subject myself to that. I should mention that we're still on the opening credits.
Yes.
Hey,
Bob Kane.
Credits.
And fun fact, he did not create Catwoman.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing to disagree with there. But if we get off on this, we'll never get back to Catwoman.
Oh, I know.
Like that's
I just want
to
throw it out there because it was actually
Exactly.
It wasn't Bob Kane. It was the other guy who worked on Batman, the Batman comics with him for a while. Hey, Cat Eyes.
That means directed by. Was that a single name?
I think so. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I guess I should have looked it up before that, but
Who invented this shot? Because it gets way overused now in movies. Like somebody laying in water and you look up above, like from below them into like the sunlight or the moon or something like that.
Oh yeah, that all the time now.
All the time.
I
think the first time I remember seeing it was in the first Bourne movie.
Oh, that's right.
But it worked good for that movie because it was.
I'm not. Huge
well, you're not
on that
huge
film.
on the Bourne movies, but
the only reason I'm not is because it looks like Michael J. Fox filmed it with a camera strapped to his ankle.
I don't think it's this. I mean, the camera shake is a tad out of control, especially in
the third one.
The third one, yes.
Oh, the third one's awful.
But the first one, there isn't much camera shake.
No, but in the third one, they have a paint shaker strapped to it. It's terrible.
The second and third one are the ones that were directed by Paul Greengrass, and
that's right.
He's the one that really brought that to the
and now
Bourne
it's used
series
all the time.
Yeah, well now it's used all the time. Well, I mean I don't mind it if it's used correctly, which I think it was used correctly in the Bourne movies. It gives you kind of like that gritty realism, and that it makes you feel like you're actually in the action more so than just watching it. As you can tell, we're not talking about the movie because
saying, it speaks volumes about the movie when 8 seconds in we're like, let's talk about something else.
Yep. I mean, they're in an office building and they like make clothes.
That's Sharon Stone, if I'm right.
I still haven't looked it up.
I'm so bad with names, if I'm honest.
If you would have been able to listen to any other ones, you would have gotten that by now.
So bad.
Yep, you were right. Bad. It is Sharon Stone.
Boom, but I know Sharon Stone. There's pictures of her everywhere, so obviously she's important for something. That was uncomfortable for everyone.
If you were wondering who directed this, it was Pitof, Pitof.
Just a single name.
Single name.
Oh man.
You want to know what else this guy's made, or woman, or it's a male.
Honestly, I would have.
Okay, these are because usually when you're on IMDb, like the first 4 movies that they say they're known for, top 4 movies he's known for: Alien Resurrection,
Oh no.
Delicatessen,
Delicatessen. Okay.
Yep.
Never heard of that.
City of Lost Children,
Oh, I didn't like that.
and The Messenger, the story of Joan of Arc.
I haven't seen that.
And you know what he did on all of those?
What's that?
Visual effects.
Did any of them come after this? Because the visual effects
No.
are terrible.
No, they were all
Oh.
before this. They were all in the 90s. He's directed 5 films. I recognize Catwoman. The only movie he's directed since Catwoman, and it was 4 years after Catwoman, was Fire and Ice in 2008.
I haven't seen that either.
Nope. So, this also ruined his career. I'm actually curious. Visual effects. Has he done anything since Catwoman? Wow, he hasn't done visual effects. Oh, he did it in... He did visual effects in 99. Didn't do them again until 2012.
Ouch.
This guy, I feel like his career really went downhill fast.
I think they're trying to make Halle Berry look like unattractive.
Yeah, I think... Because I feel like they kind of
Super.
copied a lot of the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman into this one.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
the storyline, you know, she's
Yeah.
she's like working for this big, like, almost corrupt exec, and then...
So I got distracted by what has to be a terrible song choice. I mean, I understand that it's trying to generate noise, but I know throughout the rest of this, the soundtrack is terrible. I remember that. Leaving the theaters, that was something that stuck in my mind. That and the basketball scene.
Yes! The
I'm
basketball
so
scene.
excited.
You know what that basketball scene reminds me of?
I don't know.
Anything by J-Lo. You know, Jenny's on the block, or whatever the hell else you want to talk about J-Lo. It reminds me of that scene. Yeah, and now she's trying to get attention of people across the way that are partying. Because they're supposed to be cool.
I mean, we get it. She's mousy. Like, okay, enough.
And now she's looking at a cat. She's had a staring contest with a cat. She lost.
Multi-million-dollar picture.
And Halle Berry's supposed to be, like, extremely artsy in this film.
Yeah,
Which I don't think she can do very well. She doesn't seem like an artsy person. I know she's an actress, but you know what I mean. Is that she seems...
You were saying. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
But...
She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday.
Yeah. I don't think... She doesn't change much in this movie for clothes that she wears as her main character.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she dies in these clothes. Oh, spoiler alert. She dies. Then again, she told you that at the beginning of the movie.
Yep. Yeah. And then if you haven't seen this movie already, she gets licked back to health by cats.
It's good.
Same thing as Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, but that Michelle Pfeiffer scene, I'm sorry, was somehow way more believable than this scene. I don't know.
It's not really. If you go back and watch Batman Returns, it's the most un-Batman film maybe ever made. Even Batman and Robin is more technical Batman than it is than Batman Returns.
I'm not sure what Burton was doing when he was doing like the Penguin. I didn't. Oh, feel it.
Penguin, Catwoman. I mean, he got the Joker right.
Yeah,
but then he got Batman wrong in that film.
Yeah,
because Batman doesn't shoot missiles and machine guns at the Joker, and if he does, he doesn't miss. And his plane can't be shot down by a gun that's 30 feet long.
I do love it when he pulls his gun. It's
like,
seriously got like a
telescope
10-foot barrel, and it's amazing.
Wait, is her name Patience in this movie?
Yeah, I think so. Right?
That is unacceptable. I didn't realize. Cause I haven't seen this movie since. That cop is really fucking fast. She's on like the 4th floor of her building, and he was just out on. He was basically in the street when she started falling.
Catman.
He's Batman. I mean, because this is set in Gotham City. No, it's not.
No. How?
She's
Like, seriously,
late.
you've only been out there like 2 minutes. So you were late before when you chased the cat out onto the ledge.
Yeah, because you had enough time to paint, but you didn't have enough time to take a shower, change clothes,
No.
practice basic hygiene.
Oh my gosh, I'm late. I'm late.
I can't talk to this man who just saved my life.
Yeah,
I need to get to my work where everybody fucking hates me.
You beat me to the punchline. I was going to leave him alone in my home.
Yes. Lock up when you're done. You know.
Find that cat. Take it out of here. I got to go.
Yeah,
I'm late. I was late when I tried to kill myself 4 minutes ago.
If you want to jizz, just anywhere you want. It's free. I won't find it. I don't clean much.
They shoot Sharon Stone in a really soft light. She's like glowing in this.
Well, so I think she's supposed to look like a model.
Right, but
Sharon Stone doesn't. Well, if you look at her, this movie comes almost a decade after Casino, and Casino. I mean, I know she had makeup to make herself look worse in that movie, but she had some major wrinkles in that film, even when she was supposed to be like really good looking.
Even so, it's so soft right now. It's like
I'm not really disagreeing. It's just she's almost angelic.
Yeah, that's what it is. She's literally glowing.
She's lit like a female from the 1920s. And she's really sad because she's getting replaced by a younger woman. Because that's what happens in modeling. They get really sad.
She's the villain in this, which is, well, sort of. At a point, she is.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Which doesn't make any sense, really.
The premise of this movie is like, I'm a woman and I want to be pretty. That is seriously the premise. That is the antagonist plot of this. How sexist is that? And I'm telling you right now, I'm probably going to say some sexist shit during this because this movie is ridiculously sexist.
And why is the cop at her work? How does he know where she works?
She left him in her house. There's probably mail.
But I mean, really?
I don't know, he must know her because he showed up and called her by name.
Yeah, I guess. You're assuming a prior relationship. But the way she acts around him, it seems like she's never met him before and never talked to a human being, essentially. Other than cats.
Oh, I told you. Yeah.
So
he found her billfold. That's how he found out where she worked.
Her wallet, yeah.
Who keeps their information on where they work in their wallet?
I don't know why. What else would he be bringing her that looked like that? It had to be her wallet.
I know, but how? I don't care anything in my wallet that indicates where I live. Not even a business card. Or where I work, not where I live. I don't even carry a business card with me.
I think I do have a business card for one of the places I work.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so he could find her then.
But still, I was thinking that maybe she had an ID in there. But I was like, she couldn't have gotten into work if she didn't have her ID. She's
Lois Griffin.
This who she's playing in this seems overly erotic. Like she just wants to be treated badly by a man.
I have never met anyone so reserved and shy in my life. Like, she's almost catatonic.
Yes.
Catatonic. I like that better. That's what this movie should have been called.
Catatonic. That would have been the great. I can't even think of the tagline. So boring, you will not want to move.
You already paid, so.
Yes. ...
That's the tagline. You already paid, so.
She's going to take it herself. What is she going to take? I don't know what she's taking, really.
We're showing that she kind of gets walked over a lot.
Yep. And we're gonna get a nice Dutch tilts here. On like a, is that CG? Is that CG coming into that shot? I think it was.
I have no.
I don't think
Where is she delivering this to? Is this like a Bond villain's headquarters, like under a pier? Like what?
Yep.
Where is this?
And it's locked, of course, right?
Yeah, quick whisper into the door. I'm sure that'll help. Hello.
Is that anybody there? Hey,
Mr. Doorman, hello.
Yeah, are you gonna be okay? Yeah. Wow, that's.
What?
That was some weird cutting.
Yeah. Speaking of nausea, like, damn.
That's all we get from him? Okay, we're back. I don't get it. Huh. So basically, if you stop using their makeup, your face becomes horribly scarred as if you were burned and beaten.
Maybe she's born with it.
Wow.
It took me a long time to think of the tagline, the jingle. I was like, something, Maybelline. Like, I couldn't think of what that was.
Oh, she made a sound.
Oh, stealthy.
Now she's going to run away. Isn't that her boss, though?
Sorta.
Why are they in two different buildings?
I don't know.
In the same city. And they're both huge. There's only like 4 people that work in Halle Berry's building.
Yeah. It's her, Lois Griffin, the gay guy, and the cop when he's there. Like, that's it.
Yep. And here there's just like a bunch of bad guys. Nice silhouette.
That cardboard box just stopped a bullet.
Yep.
I don't know what's in it, but apparently it's like nothing but like sand and rebar. Because like that slowed down so fast.
No, it was a solid metal box surrounded by cardboard. Oh no! What is she gonna do? Oh, she slipped and fell.
What a weird building she's in. Like, she went right from a room where there's nothing but giant computer screens into a room with boxes and then pipes and now giant
generator pipes and things. And
yeah.
I don't. Waste treatment pipeline is what she's in right now.
That's super confusing.
I don't know.
Weren't they like just at somebody's like home? That's what it felt like. Or was it like
they were just like, she was just like you said, in a room with a bunch of computers and like LCD screens and like basically what looked like a lab room, and then all of a sudden she's in a pipeline like 2 minutes later.
I can't imagine that building planner. Like, so here's what I've got for your water sewage treatment plant. You got your typical stuff, your water sewage treatment, the big generators. But then one room, bam, 80-foot LCD computer screen. You feel me?
Surrounded by nothing but 80-foot wide pipelines that will take care of all your waste management.
And we're going to sublet it to a makeup mogul.
That's going to pour out into the ocean.
100 feet above the water.
First of all, they're pouring their raw sewage into the ocean.
Yeah, she didn't go through a single treatment plant.
Nope. Just a straight pipe from the shitter to the water. See all this stuff floating around her? Shit.
And now
is that cat walking on water?
Jesus, cat. Okay, so we just went into the cat's mouth.
Yep. And now we're back to what we saw in the beginning of the movie, actually.
We've Tarantino'd our way back to the beginning.
Yep.
Okay.
It's the only resemblance to Tarantino you can pull from this movie.
Okay, so it's a giant, whatever the hell that is. It's huge.
Yeah, and then it goes like all underground?
Yeah, I guess. Like
she was
underground for almost all of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it takes a lot of
where is
heat
she
and water
now?
to make makeup. She's like 100 yards away.
Well, I mean,
a city dump. What is that?
I don't. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Gotham
how did all
not
these
set up well?
This isn't even Gotham.
I know. But
I think they say it's like New York or something like that.
Do they?
I think they say it's an actual like city like L.A. or something like that.
It's not set up well.
Nope.
Okay, so they're having like a Lion King moment here. Everyone's coming to Pride.
The circle of life.
Just Elton John just shows up on a piano.
And make this scene a whole lot better.
Elton John puts on cat ears, just starts licking her. She's like, "I'm back."
Starts breakdancing.
It couldn't be worse.
Nope.
Seriously, right now there's just a cat sitting on her. How did the cats get her out of the water?
That's what I said. How did she end up in this pile of...
Like, she's like
you know what this is?
Above ground.
You know what this is? This is where all the shit has collected from them dumping their raw sewage into the ocean. She's laying on a pile of shit and her eye just changed. That's all dramatic.
So...
she's a cat now.
That cat knows CPR, apparently. Like, that was really...
yeah, magical CPR.
Its mouth leaned down. Hence the mouth shot. Just leans down.
Yep. Which was like CPR. 10 minutes ago. Well, the cat was like walking on water. And now she's on a pile of shit. That's what I'm assuming it is. It's like gray and brown. Of course.
She's harnessing her superpowers here. Okay.
Yep.
Not a bad way to introduce it. It reminds me a lot of the original Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, feel me?
Yeah. Except that was way better.
I just realized Sharon Stone could easily defeat Halle Berry with like a laser pointer. So I've come here to defeat
catnip.
you, Sharon Stone. Yeah, it's just
because
like
there's a whole catnip scene in this where she's rubbing catnip all over her face.
There you go. Just throw some on the ground, point a laser pointer around, and you can do whatever you want. Just start beating people in the face. Well, she's gonna do nothing. She's gonna take a nap.
Yep.
Honestly, if Catwoman's powers were real, she would spend 18 hours a day sleeping.
I mean, I guess that's the good thing about the comic book version of Catwoman. She doesn't have superpowers.
No.
Why did every version until the most recent version by Anne Hathaway? That was the most like realistic and true version of Catwoman we've ever seen on film.
Her superpower is that she could squeeze into that like skin tight suit.
I mean,
and not look uncomfortable. Because Michelle Pfeiffer looked super uncomfortable.
Yes.
They literally had to vacuum her in there. She could only be in it for like half an hour at a time before she suffocated. That's a fact.
I know it's because that thing was like pure like pleather.
Okay, so now she's back at her place, and instead of using the door, she's
kicking in her own window.
That makes sense.
Which, didn't she leave open before she left?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
How did she magically change clothes?
Yeah, what the hell? She's changed her clothes. Oh, I guess she's also sleeping on a shelf.
Yeah. But how did she... Was she in different clothes when she died?
No, she was in the same outfit she'd been wearing that entire time.
Yeah, for like the entire movie, yeah. Weird. She's really confused. Now she's meeting a cop that barely knows her and is attracted to Halle Berry. That should have been a line in the movie. You look an awfully lot like Halle Berry. You want to fuck?
What I love most about it is like, when we first met, you were trying to kill yourself, or so I thought. You want to go out to coffee?
Yeah.
You seem really emotionally stable.
Yep.
You have to ask your friends if you can go out to coffee or not.
And then you were going to say that. Then you told me you were saving a cat when there was no cat there. So, looks like you're having delusions, but
I'm in this
I
for the
can deal with
long
that.
haul, obviously. Who wouldn't be?
How does she... she just got a phone number, address, and name from a cat.
Cat's really well connected. The cat was on Facebook way before anyone else was.
This is back when Jesse Eisenberg was just in, like, high school.
That cat owns LinkedIn. That's what it's about, man. You're not late. Everyone thinks you're dead. Right? I mean, didn't her boss just, like, try to kill her?
Well, I don't think they didn't know who it was. And I don't think they ever, Sharon Stone or the main boss guy ever saw her face, actually. They just knew somebody was there.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
And then they just, without knowing who it is, they decide to kill the person.
I don't know. There's looser plots. I don't know.
Really? I mean, I guess there is a movie called The Room.
I was say that like, that one leaves to my.
If you haven't seen The Room, go on YouTube. You can watch part of it. You don't need to see the whole thing.
Yeah, you can just leave this movie and come back.
Don't worry, you can catch up real fast. I mean, you'll miss some guy in a leather suit, but oh well.
Is that NPH's mom in How I Met Your Mother?
Yes! Yes, that is. Wow. Francis Conroy.
Look at all those cats. No wonder his Barney turned out to be such an asshole. There's no
I thought
way
Bob Barker was his dad. Here's that catnip scene I mentioned earlier.
Oh my goodness.
What is she... I don't know what she's conflicted about right now. Do you know?
Why she chose the role of Catwoman after winning the Oscar? That's the most mind-boggling thing. She put in that performance in Monsters Ball, and then this is what she backed it up with.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she thought because,
she's the Albert Hainsworth of movies. She's just like, that's it, I got my big contract, now to do nothing.
Well, I can't think of anything else she's been in since this movie.
I remember, like The Call.
The Call, that was recent.
I never saw it.
I haven't seen it.
Mostly because she was in this, I never saw it.
She was in the X-Men movies.
Oh, and...
She's actually really good in those.
Have you heard about what's happening in the latest X-Men? They knocked her down all the way to like one scene.
Well, it's because she's pregnant.
Is that why?
I'm pretty sure it's because she was pregnant in all the scenes.
Oh.
And she just kept on getting more and more pregnant in the scenes.
That makes sense.
So then I think they just cut down to like a scene where she wasn't pregnant as pregnant. She was in Cloud Atlas, which I haven't seen, but I do want to see. I heard it's another just unbelievably weird Wachowski brother film. I mean, I guess they're not really brothers anymore, because the one had a sex change. Did she just get like a promotion?
No. She kind of told her boss to go fuck himself in a sort of way. I think because that's why everyone's
applying for. Because he just killed her.
Yeah. Oh no, she quit. Is that what it is? Oh, she must have quit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, the only movies I recognize of hers since Catwoman, of course, is the third X-Men, which was awful too. New Year's Eve, and then Cloud Atlas, The Call, and Movie 43.
She's not been hitting a lot of home runs lately.
Nope. Although she, like you said, she is in the newest version of X-Men, but not much.
What the
fuck?
I'm super confused
Wow,
by why
what?
this was necessary, because so far it's not playing in anything. It's just like, you know
No.
what? I don't want to have this conversation on the street anymore. I want you to be in a hospital gown in a wheelchair. How do I make that happen?
And I want you to
Brain
make
aneurysm.
weird erotic talks about doctors and...
Now, how uncomfortable must that nurse be like, hey, I know him. And she's still just like hanging out there. She stops so they can have that conversation.
Yeah.
As if that nurse has
And why
nothing better
are
to do.
nurses still dressed like the 50s in this movie? The female nurses are still wearing like the white dresses they wore in the 50s. Don't doctors wear scrubs? Or even nurses wear scrubs?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I guess not in Lost Gotham, Angeles. I don't know wherever the hell this place.
New Lost Gotham. It's the Mexican Gotham of the East Coast.
So she decides that she's finally going to say she's sorry and try to catch up with this cop.
Who she just knows is at a school
Yes.
talking to children in this presumably city with many, many schools. Oh God, here's the scene.
Yes.
This is the J-Lo scene coming up. They're on the basketball court. Oh, it's going to be exciting.
I would say we should try to count the cuts, but it's impossible. What?
Why is the kid telling...
Yeah, why would he want that? He's like, hey, I just came out here for recess, but I don't want to watch these two adults play basketball. That's what I really want.
Huh.
Okay, I guess if the adults did that, I'd be like, okay, maybe I might sit down and take a look.
I know. I was like, if one of them can do that, but how did he know that going into it?
Yeah, no, he didn't.
I'm getting very parched. Doesn't this... Think of the J-Lo song playing.
I have no idea.
I don't know my J-Lo very... What is... Are they like grinding on each other now?
There are fourth graders watching.
This is weirdly erotic for fourth graders.
What's weird is how much camera movement there is. So the director's like, all right, move in and out. More in and out.
Yeah.
What the... Again, there are children present.
They just had a shot of her ass just like grinding on him. I was like, if I was a parent watching this as my kid was watching this, I would be...
She doesn't even dunk it. What? That is awful. They don't even end the scene with a dunk. She's a person with cat jumping and senses. She has all of the perks of being a cat with none of the downside, a.k.a. shitting in a box. And she doesn't even dunk on his ass. She's just like, kind of sort of thrown into the hoop. Like, oh, that's badass.
She jumps like her entire neck and both arms are above the rim. And she just sort of drops it in there.
Just kind of like lays it in.
Maybe like LeBron James jumping from the free throw line to dunk and then just sort of landing and just laying it off the backboard.
It's like jumps over a car, but like still uses the backboard. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's like Blake Griffin jumping over a car.
I'm gonna bust through your TV on a jetpack and then lay it in.
Or the guy from the slam dunk contest who blew a candle out of a cupcake and then just sort of lays it in instead of dunking. That was an impressive dunk, I have to say.
It really was. So Sharon Stone is invincible.
Yes. Wow. That's a lot of tuna.
Where's the can opener?
Good point.
Oh, there it is. It was right there at the bottom of the screen.
What's it? Oh, I see it right there, right?
Yep.
Wow. They got something right. Why does she have her phone that close to her?
Because, honestly, when I'm knee-deep in 8 cans of tuna, I'm like, I want to make sure I'm in close proximity to my phone.
You never know when I'm going to be expecting a call from my friend who was in the hospital, who's calling from behind the nurse's desk.
This hospital's not very up-to-date on its policies. That's why they're still wearing the 50s nurses' outfits.
Yes. Even the men are wearing white uniforms. Look at that. And short sleeves. Even though everybody outside is wearing coats. I don't know, but you're acting really weird right now. She's an important woman. She's in Scrubs.
Does Sally not have a phone in her room? What kind of hospital is this?
I don't know. Wow.
I'm just glad she didn't make him check anally.
Now she's pissed. The cat's like, why don't you go over there?
Cat's back.
I know. On the same motorcycle. That cat is really good at driving motorcycles.
Hey, he also owns LinkedIn. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Talented ass cat. he can sit on a motorcycle wherever he wants.
And knows Neil Patrick Harris's mother. Is owned by Neil Patrick Harris's mother, apparently.
Yes.
And randomly carries her address and phone number around.
Not randomly. He's got a little billfold.
Like, oh, you need this now.
He's like, that way if I drop it, you know where I work.
You know where to find me at all times.
I'll be sitting on
you know my owner.
outside my house.
First of all, spraying a speaker with beer will not break it. And how did she know how to use a whip? When was the last time a cat used a fucking whip?
That cat uses everything. Motorcycles, LinkedIn,
well, that's
Facebook,
true.
Owns a wallet, knows Neil Patrick Harris. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably has done cocaine off a hooker's ass like Neil Patrick Harris.
All I'm saying is she got picked by a really good cat to obtain
Very
that
talented
cat's,
cat.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been like all the cats I know, and all she would be doing is like throwing up hair, laying in the sun.
Or like my cousin's cat, she would have just became extremely overweight, abnormally large, and now she's cutting her hair with two scissors.
Yeah, who uses two scissors? Cat also knows how to do makeup. That's good too.
Yep. And first of all, that's a sports bike. That doesn't seem like the kind of bike that one guy would be driving.
That doesn't seem like it at all.
He seems more of like a hog type guy.
She's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Cat. That's what this movie feels like. During the day, she's like, "Oh, but what if
I'm Mrs. Mouse.
I'm changing." And at night, she's like, "Let's fuck shit up."
I want to steal diamonds because that's all we've ever gotten from. Because that's all we've ever gotten from the comic book. That she steals diamonds, right? Yes, that's all Catwoman ever has done. Is steal diamonds.
Quick sidebar: my favorite thing about Wonder Woman is that she rides a kangaroo through space.
What?
Yeah, you never knew that?
No.
Go look it up.
Oh my God.
It's totally true. Like all she does is put on like a snorkel. Like seriously, it's just like it's just a tank of air and a mask, and she's like she takes like a kanga. It's like a giant kangaroo, and she rides it through space. But not on long trips, only short trips. It only makes short trips through space. I don't know why a kangaroo would be limited in terms of distance. Can travel
if it's already in space.
But it is. All right, but now back to Catwoman. I just had a quick sidebar there.
She just broke into a diamond store that was already being broken into.
Man, what are the odds? Oh.
Where did she get a mask?
I've got cancer now. That joke was terrible.
Why are they still shooting? She's clearly not there anymore. And guns don't make that much fucking smoke. Because you just wasted every single shotgun shell you had.
And then they were like amazed that she wasn't there.
And now that guy has like some crazy 50 caliber. Desert Eagle.
These guys are really well armed to do a robbery where like the goal is to not get caught. I'm just saying. Like, it's a lot of like close range stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would take a weapon. Like, okay, let me break this down for you. If I was doing a diamond heist, I'd want a gun on me, but maybe not like a shotgun. I feel like that would impede my ability to steal diamonds.
Yeah.
I'd have to lug that big ass
shotgun,
thing around.
or even like the Desert Eagle the other guy was carrying.
Yeah, I'd want something like small and compact.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something lightweight and small.
A Saturday night special.
I might go a little bit bigger than that, just to show that I'm a bit of a man. But
I don't need to compensate.
I'm not saying I do, but
oh, I do. Honestly, if that's what the determining factor was, I'd have to carry around a shotgun when I stole something.
like I need like 2 bazookas and a cannon.
I'm gonna bring this tank. Oh God! Stop with the puns.
We know you're very cat-like.
But that's a good point.
And your friends was like the most.
Like that's such a good point.
I don't know. She didn't leave the house with a mask. She shows up in the diamond heist.
Did she get it from the diamond heist? No, that doesn't make any sense.
Why would there be a domino mask at the diamond heist?
I don't know. There were 3 guys at the diamond heist.
I guess that's also true. The weird thing is she's going to wake up and be like, where'd all these diamonds come from?
I'm telling you, Dr. Jekyll and Mr./Mrs. Cat.
It's like Mrs. Mousy and Miss Cat.
Yep, look at her.
She's like, ooh, fancy.
She's like, and I had the wherewithal to spread them out and lay them neatly. That's a big ass ring.
That's not noticeable.
I may not wear it in public. If I'm going to steal something, I may not wear it in public.
No, I probably wouldn't.
Why is that beat police officer investigating the...
I don't...
You know that guy that we always send to go talk to the kids? Let's bring him in on this diamond heist.
Yeah, he seems quite talented. He helps crazy women off ledges. More like air conditioners, actually, but... And then he dates them. What?
It was an apology for stealing the diamonds.
Oh.
Is that actor's name Lou Diamond Phillips?
Oh, the cop?
Yeah.
I don't... We're about to find out. No, it's Benjamin Bratt.
It is? Who's Lou Diamond Phillips? I'm so terrible with names. I just assume everyone's Lou Diamond Phillips until I'm told otherwise. Who is that guy? Lou Diamond Phillips. Pretty sure that's Brad Pitt. Nope.
I don't know. How do you spell Lou?
I don't know. L-O-U. Maybe it's L-O-U-I-S.
What is his name?
Diamond Phillips.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He was in La Bamba.
Yeah. Can I see a picture of him? Okay. I could see why I mixed that up. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. He just tried to salvage his career.
Because Lou Diamond Phillips was in such classic as La Bamba, Courage Under Fire, Young Guns, and The Big Hit.
Hey, Young Guns was awesome. He was good in it, too. Did you ever see Young Guns?
No, I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Young Guns?
Nope.
Oh, my goodness. It's amazing. Emilio! He's in that.
Oh, I know. Emilio Estevez?
Yeah. Even the second one's good.
He's also in Mighty Ducks 3.
Emilio?
Yes.
I thought he was in 1 and 2 and not 3.
He was also in 3. He just wasn't the main guy in 3. Because that's the movie that he kicks he leaves the group.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
God, they do look a lot fucking alike.
I know. I really thought
Jesus
it was him.
Christ.
It must hard to be Benjamin Bratt? Is that what he said his name was?
Yep. Ben Bratt. He's been on such classics as Law and Order, Miss Congeniality, and Demolition Man. And Despicable Me 2. He was the voice.
He was in Demolition Man?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. He was in Demolition Man with Sandra Bullock. And Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I haven't seen it.
That's the one with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was like, Sandra Bullock's in that?
Yeah.
I'm just going off the cover. It's Stallone and Wesley Snipes.
She has a weird sex scene with Stallone.
Isn't any sex scene with Stallone weird?
No, this is super weird because like they don't touch each other and it's like because it's set in the future and they use helmets. Okay, I'm not describing this very well.
They use helmets to have sex.
If people who have seen Demolition Man will understand what I'm trying to say, I'm just not very good at describing it.
Benjamin Bratt's also in Clear and Present Danger.
Oh my God! Neil Patrick Harris's mom just pushed her off the. She's fine.
He was in Traffic.
Yeah, I guess I just remembered that. Now that you mention it.
This guy's had a more successful career than Lou Diamond Phillips. I mean, he's got a lot of crap stuck in here, like Catwoman. But I mean, I guess really since this movie, his career's gone downhill real fast. He's on a TV show now.
Who would have thought the only person to survive Catwoman would be Neil Patrick Harris's mom on How I Met Your Mother? Because she's also in American Horror Story.
Yes, it is. Yes, she is. On the newest season.
I would not have picked her out of the cast.
No, because I can't think of anything Sharon Stone's done since this movie either.
Basic Instinct 2? That was terrible.
Yeah, that was like a few years after this. But really, I mean, the only good movies she ever made were Basic Instinct and Casino. And everybody got really excited after Basic Instinct.
Everyone was really excited during Basic Instinct.
Yes.
I can't imagine how awkward that theater must have been. We should probably focus back on the movie. We haven't been watching about this.
She's got a weird cat mask from...
She's like, I already own one of these. She just took that?
No, I think it was given to her. I'm assuming she didn't steal from NPH's mother.
I'm starting to think that this cat's a bad influence on her.
The cat is called Midnight.
Just take this motorcycle. It's just sitting here. Maybe we'll rob some diamond stores. What's up? You should break into your own window.
Change clothes. You remember when I saved your life on that pile of shit? Yeah, you owe me.
She's going to wear open-toed shoes to fight crime.
In heels. And why did she have to cut this thing all up? Like, I'm not really necessarily complaining of her in it, but it's ridiculous. I don't understand how you can necessarily fight crime in this.
I feel like she's got like buckles that run up the front that would like constrict your movement, especially if your main go-to move is
acrobatics.
Yeah.
Yep, extreme acrobatics.
Oh,
CG.
She got glossy really fast. She's just like covered in oil apparently during this.
No, I think that was a CG character.
I know, that's what I mean, but that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, I know. But just think at the time, we were probably like, that's not the greatest CG I've ever seen, but it's not terrible.
No, I remember when I saw this, I went, wow, that was bullshit. I was just like, that's just utter crap.
Well, it's not really any worse than The Matrix, when they did that completely CGI scene.
Oh,
at the time,
at
the time, you were like, this is amazing. 3 years later, you were like, wow, was that terrible. And now they're redoing The Matrix. Or not really. I think they're doing a new trilogy of The Matrix. And it's done by the Wachowskis.
They got nothing else going on.
That's true. I mean, they did Cloud Atlas, which is apparently just, like, mind-bendingly crazy. Like, nobody knows what happened.
Oh, sounds like it's right up their alley. Let's really read that book.
What, Cloud Atlas?
Yeah.
It's a book?
Yes.
How do I know this?
But I don't know. I guess I just thought it was common knowledge.
I would say I just know the Wachowskis have been mostly known for writing their own screenplays. As they did with, like, Bound and then
I don't know if they might have written this screenplay, but I think it's an adaptation of the book.
Like that's what I mean. They hadn't done adaptations.
Like they're like on original story.
Fully
yeah, okay,
original.
Gotcha.
I mean, I guess they did Speed Racer, but
that was terrible.
That's what I heard.
I wouldn't.
I didn't want to see it.
I wouldn't call that a script.
I wouldn't call this a script either.
There was paper and there were words, but.
Well, let's be honest, if it was knowing the Wachowskis, it probably wasn't written on paper.
There's a lot of angled, like tilted shots in
this.
He had
Dutch tilts. Very Batman and Robin.
That's what I was going to say.
Batman, very Joel Schumacher.
Oh, but it's painful. So granted, like, I get the pun in the drink, but she just paid like $5 for like half a glass of milk. Like, she can go get a gallon of milk for that price.
Yep.
I mean, for a diamond thief who returns most of her shit, that's just not a sound business
And what is she
model.
doing at a dance club?
She's chasing down...
Oh, I know, but why is she choosing to dance? Why wouldn't you just go ahead and kill the dude?
Dress for the job you want? I have no idea.
She wants to be a hooker/stripper.
She's got
going for the cat fetish.
I'm just saying. Everything's
she's like,
kind of pointing.
She's looking for guys who enjoy dominatrix and cat fetishes.
How does she get that whip past the bouncer?
When did she get it? You don't see it until like just now. Before that, she was using a like what are those called? Beer hose as a whip.
I wish she would have stuck with that. Like, she's got like that skin tight outfit, everything's all leather, and she's like whips on yeah, it was like, here we go.
It just sprays people with beer.
I'm gonna keg stand you to death, bitch.
That'd be a Wisconsin superhero.
It wouldn't be less entertaining than this movie.
Nope. Could you actually even do that with a whip?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I'd ask Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford and his helicopter that he'll drive drunk with anybody.
Is that true?
I forgot who says it. Somebody, I think it was on one of the Jimmy Fallons, or I think it was on Conan once. Some actor asked him, it's like, have you ever hung out with Harrison Ford? He was like, no. It's like, well, that dude will take you drinking and he will get you fucking hammered. And then he'll take you up on his helicopter and scare the fucking shit out of you.
I love Harrison Ford even more than I already did now.
Yes.
So I'm looking at her claws.
They're like bejeweled.
They're diamonds.
Are they made out of diamond?
Yeah, I think it's made out of that necklace that like she stole. It's one of a kind. Like I think.
Huh.
And again, I'm just saying, right now her business model is not working for her. So she's not selling any of those diamonds, and she's buying milk at like $5 an ounce. Like
she's not very financially sound.
She just had to get a whole new wardrobe. I'm just saying, like she needs a business planner for her if she's going to continue to do this.
Yeah.
You know who she should get? That cat. That cat owns a motorcycle, owns a business, very successful, even has enough free time to give people superpowers. That cat knows what's going on, man.
Yeah, he is.
Cat's really got its life together. I'm kind of jealous of that cat.
I know, it's more talented than I am.
Right now I'm sitting watching Catwoman on the oldest laptop I've ever seen in my life, and that cat owns a LinkedIn. Like,
and now they all think she killed somebody.
Okay, her friend is still in the hospital for unknown reasons.
Yep. What is the point of her being in the hospital?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, let's give a person who has an unknown illness randomly fainted in the middle of a conversation in the middle of the street, give her a giant chocolate bar. That makes sense. because women need to look beautiful and wear makeup at all times. That's what the movie's telling us.
Oh, now I get why she's in the hospital. She's using that Butylene stuff.
Oh.
But if she stops taking it, Halle Berry should know this. If she stops taking it, her face is gonna look like fucking Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight. Like shit's gonna go off the rails for her face if she stops using that beauty cream.
See, this is how Heath Ledger once looked.
Wanna know how I got these scars?
I was once a woman.
It makes sense. That's my new fan theory.
Talk about fan theories. This is going way off of this movie because this movie's so interesting that
he still has the cup. Why do you still have the? It's gotta smell terrible by now. Seriously, that cup's like 8 days old. I'm sorry, go back. Your fan theory that's way off.
Oh, I was gonna point out that same thing. Is that why does he still have the cup? That doesn't make any sense. But, huh?
How, dude? I'm not sure if you can really, I don't know, derive that kind of information just from someone's handwriting. But if so, what a sad job that guy must have. He doesn't know, like, because no one is gonna be able to write that guy a letter ever again. Like, oh, hey, just send me a thank you
handwritten
note.
letter, yeah.
Yeah, I sent
They'd
you
be
a
like,
thank you
well,
note. He's like, obviously, his mom beat him when he was a kid.
I know.
This guy knows some really
I would never want to
shit.
write that guy a letter and get a return letter back.
He was like,
Be
sorry,
like,
your dad molested you. Like, how did you know? All I said was thanks for the beer. Like,
but back to my fan theory.
Okay, sorry.
This is a terrible scene.
All right, it's just gonna get worse. Go ahead.
But I was reading today that that Yoda in the original trilogy of Star Wars is dead. He's dead throughout all of them.
Even the prequels?
No, he's alive during the prequels, but he's dead during 4, 5, and 6.
But what about when he actually does die?
He's an apparition, essentially.
But what about when he actually does die?
They said that's him, like, reconnecting with the Force. That the reason he was still on, like, stuck and, like... Because if you think about it, he can't leave Dagobah. For whatever reason. He doesn't... Right. He can't leave there. The only person that can really interact with him is Luke. Because Luke is apparently a poltergeist agent.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, there's when you see the apparitions in Star Wars in the original trilogy, even at the end when he sees the 3 ghosts of Anakin, Yoda, and Obi-Wan, sees those 3 ghosts in the middle of a giant party. He's the only people who's able to, like, see them and, like, you know what I mean?
Now, I dig that fan theory.
Like,
I think it's giving George Lucas way too much credit.
I don't know. That guy was way up on mythology for that movie.
And I'm just...
Especially
also,
at the time.
He kept that secret a long time, then. Because you think that's something he would have confirmed by now.
He hasn't really confirmed anything about those movies other than it was like, I made them once.
That's a good point. He's like, you know that one thing I'm known for?
Yeah. Remember when I made good movies and not Star Wars Episode 1? And now how I'm not going to be making movies anymore? Yeah, he's changing businesses. That's why he sold Lucasfilm and LucasArts and all that $1 billion deal he did with
Disney.
Yes.
Sorry. I got really distracted because I was watching Halle Berry save this kid from a Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel of death.
The best part of this whole thing right now is that he's the only cop on scene. No one else showed up to a Ferris wheel. Just about straight up murdered 40 people, and no one called the cops.
If not more, it could have actually broke and killed everybody at the fair. Just rolling down, just mowing carcasses after carcass.
No one called the cops.
They were
kid was literally dangling from the highest height in Halle Berry's arms, and everyone's like, "Well, everyone's okay. Guess we don't have to worry about shit now."
Like that weird cat lady That I think is the same woman who probably has murdered all these people and stole all the diamonds.
If they wanted to make this movie realistic, the owner of that park with that Ferris wheel would have been handing out free steaks as hush money to everyone. Just you won't get corn dogs on a stick for the rest of your life. Like that is what you get.
And when I come over to my house, we'll have a steak.
So she's using
her diamond claw.
Then we don't even see her unlock it, which I guess whatever. Okay.
Yeah, I guess you're assuming she's talented.
She struts a lot when she walks. I think that would really start to hurt her back after a while.
And for one thing, I gotta say, I don't think Halle Berry's actually as well endowed as they make her out to be in this movie.
I have no idea.
Me neither, but...
Wow! She just got her ass fucking rocked by Sharon Stone with a golf club. Are you shitting me? She's a cat. Have you ever tried to sneak up on a cat? It only happens when they're asleep. She's literally just strolling through Sharon Stone's house, and Sharon Stone just fucking whacked her ass with a golf club. You would hear that shit.
Hey, look at her face. There's not even a fucking mark. She's got hit over the face by a golf club. Granted, Sharon Stone just got kicked in the face with a high heel. That's a terrible mask.
I was just looking at that too. It makes her head look enormous.
It really does.
Seriously.
I mean, they should have just stayed with the domino mask.
They really should have. Also, Halle Berry's mask is kind of weird too. Get it? Like Sharon Stone's wearing a mask. But I'll see myself out.
As you probably should after a statement like that.
I'm sorry, my IQ points have dropped significantly from having to watch this film.
Where are we now?
I don't know.
Some weird opera house thing? I don't know. Interesting.
I feel like someone would notice this because there are mirrors everywhere. Oh, there we go. What took you so long? What? Why the fuck were you standing there so long? Just standing there like, oh.
He's like, wow, yep. She is, wow. I've never seen a woman before.
Oh, maybe I should tell someone now that it's way too late.
This is a weird opera. That would hurt.
It would hurt. She literally cut glass with those just like 4 seconds ago.
And she if those can cut glass, they would have ripped his cheek like half off. Wow, that is some... Wow, yeah, they used a lot of CG in this movie.
Yeah, they did.
This is a CGI fucking fest. Not even done well either.
Yeah, pretty much any time she's running.
Yeah, there's like, we're gonna CG.
God, that guy is fucking everywhere. Are you shitting me? Who the fuck is this? Is that Batman? Oh my god! Is the Lou Diamond Phillips looking like Batman?
That's what I said at the beginning of the movie. He's Batman.
I didn't believe you, but now it makes sense because he is fucking everywhere.
The only thing missing is the cape and cowl. The first...
It would also explain why he's got there so fast. Because he took a jet.
The bat plane. Yep. Even if he has a tumbler. God, just think. This came out a year before the next new Batman came out. Batman Begins.
Really?
Yeah. This is 2004. That came out in 2005.
I think Christopher Nolan saw the script for this and was like, I gotta do better.
It's like, I can do a lot better. First of all, I'll use Gotham as a city. At least nobody's done that to Batman yet.
Taking him out of Gotham City?
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid will happen in Gotham. Or, I'm sorry, in Batman versus Superman.
Well, part of it's going to be in Metropolis, yeah.
Honestly, what I want the most is for it all to be set in Gotham. To go way back.
Well, actually, that would make sense because Metropolis is in ruins after the movie.
Yeah.
Which you haven't seen yet, have you?
No, I have not seen it
God,
yet.
you need to see that movie. It's really good.
Well, the reason if you go way back, way back, there's an issue of Batman where, or maybe it's the Swamp Thing, I can't remember, but the Swamp Thing enters Gotham City and makes vegetation grow all over it. And Batman and Swamp Thing, yeah, you know what I'm talking about,
yeah, no,
right?
Yeah, it's
you know how you make a good
thing.
You know how you make a good Batman versus Superman movie? Replace Swamp Thing with Superman.
Yeah,
because that gives Batman a vested interest in that. Then, because he wants Superman out of Gotham City.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Like I said, it makes sense. Like I know you're gonna be in Gotham City.
Yeah. Kudos to Cracked for pointing that out to me. I should mention that. Cracked.com. That's where I read that. They have a how to make Batman versus Superman not suck, and it's dead
I'm not
on.
worried
That's
about.
where I learned about space kangaroos.
Oh God, I want a space kangaroo.
Me too.
We should go get space kangaroos after this. We deserve them from sitting through Catwoman. God, they don't even look like Sharon Stone.
To think that was a diss then.
Yeah. What cell phones were?
What?
The hell? She made it like porcelain or something, or what is?
Oh my God! I told you, Sharon Stone is fucking invincible in this movie.
She really is, because she broke that glass without any issue. She got kicked in the face by a high heel, not a mark.
What a weird. Because usually in an origin story, the villain is the polar opposite of the protagonist.
Yeah.
And in this one, it's like she's like a cat. She uses a whip, and she's got diamonds for nails. What's the opposite of that? And someone just went, invincibility. And they're like, dead on! Like, pens down, everyone. We have nailed this idea.
It's like invincibility from makeup.
Yeah, how are we going to tie it in with Sharon Stone? Makeup? Done. Jesus. Let's go to lunch. We've written a movie.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Like, who are going to play the Catwoman? How about Halle Berry? She just won an Oscar. Let's give it to her.
Who are we going to have direct? I don't know, but on the contract where they have to sign, it's a really small space. I know a guy who only has one name. Perfect. Sign him up. Don't even want to look at his other body of work.
It's like... I'm sorry, but if I saw that, a woman eating that much just raw fish,
Red
be
flag.
like, maybe she's not as emotionally stable as I thought she was when I met her on a ledge where I thought she was trying to kill herself and trying to catch an imaginary cat.
Seriously.
But apparently this cat owns LinkedIn, so...
Yeah, I'd want to catch that cat.
I mean, after I learned that fact, I didn't think she was as crazy. But now she's eating raw fish like it's fucking M&M, so I doubt her returning.
Also, he thinks that she's a diamond thief.
Yes.
This guy has a weird moral barometer. He's all over the place.
As you said, he's literally everywhere at once in this city. And from what I keep seeing, this isn't a small city.
No.
This is supposed to be like huge.
It's a city so big.
It's like a mega city.
Factory has its own sewage treatment plant.
Yes.
That's a big fucking city.
And they have 2 buildings.
Yes.
One that's their bad guy hangout / sewage system.
/ greatest place to watch the Super Bowl on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
80-inch flat screen. Yes.
And not just one, like 8.
And the other place is like corporate headquarters.
Yeah.
Where they make a wide variety of people do menial work.
Yeah, where they have people sit at
Cubicles.
Well, really only 3 people, but...
Yeah, you only ever see 3 people at a time, except when she got fired, then everyone applauded.
Even then, there was like,
we're done with this movie, yay!
like, we're finally able to leave. Halle Berry is staring up at the sky. Okay. Can cats tell when it's gonna rain?
They do say that animals know when storms are coming.
I know.
I guess that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
And, she kind of is like Storm.
That's also true.
So you think she's
channeling herself from another lifetime.
You would think that the person who owns that business wouldn't just let them stand there and be like, hey, buy something or get the fuck out.
You can't just have sex in my doorway.
Is that Lou Diamond Phillips?
He's like, no, it's Benjamin Bratt. I was not in La Bamba.
I don't know. He'll go out like Lou Diamond Phillips.
He's like, how's Emilio Estevez? Fuck Emilio Estevez.
Something to think about. When this guy realizes who/what she is, let me try it again. When he realizes who/what she is,
yep.
How fucked up is his life going to turn out to be? He's going to be like, I fell in love with a woman who's essentially a cat.
He's going to find out. He just found one of the diamond claws that's weirdly able to cut through glass, but only leave a small scratch on your face.
For something that is an essential part of her outfit, that's a weird thing to just kind of like have precariously laying all over my apartment.
And I thought it was connected to her gloves.
You just didn't see the world-class detective. Missed the entire suit just laid out on the floor. You didn't even notice. He just couldn't get outside. He's just like, I can't get over that guy called me Lou Diamond Phillips today.
And he's kind of in a moral conundrum. He's like, on one hand, I can just keep fucking Halle Berry. On the second hand, I think she's a crazy cat burglar / murderer. What the fuck?
Wow. The movie made a huge leap in technology.
Yes. As of 2004, we did not have...
I'm just saying...
A Nokia could not give video.
She just got fucking FaceTimed by Sharon Stone, but her friend doesn't have a fucking corded telephone in her hospital room. This city has weird priorities.
Did this movie invent FaceTime?
Snap. No, I think Star Trek did.
Good.
I'm thinking of Khan.
Well, no,
Star
I mean,
Trek.
technically...
True. The Wrath of Khan.
Yeah. I mean, but technically, I think you'd have to give it to this because they're the first ones to probably do it on an actual cell phone.
That's an idea, yeah. Well, so there you go. The movie's only redeeming quality is that it brought one of the worst technologies to life.
Yeah. God, apples suck. You can't necessarily disagree with me.
I'm
Apple
not.
computers are kind of bad. They have no storage space whatsoever. You can run like one program on them. If you want to have multiple programs, you have to own like multiple laptops.
I don't have a lot of first-hand experience with them. So, I mean, I own one,
they only have,
but it's not for me.
I mean, like most, unless you're spending like, at least now you're spending like $5,000 on one, that you'll get like 2 gigabytes of RAM and like 4 gigabytes of memory.
You just alienated like pretty much everyone.
I don't care. Wow. What the fuck?
How did she do that? Yeah, but how did you do it? Seriously?
Really?
Seriously?
Huh? Why would...
Yeah, but you're wearing gloves, Halle Berry, so I wouldn't be too super worried about it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be all that worried either, because...
Oh, now she got caught with it in her hands.
Even if you did, take the fucking gun with you. You're a woman in a cat mask. You've killed a few people before. They haven't been able to find you yet. I think if you killed this...
He's there again!
Oh my God!
It's amazing!
This is the greatest beat cop in regular clothing of all time. And why does Halle Berry have enough time to check herself out in a mirror?
I don't know. Wow, she got changed in a hurry.
Yes, she did.
I didn't know that was a superpower you got from cats. The ability to change clothes really fast.
I mean, I guess if you're the cat that you got the power from, you have to be able to change uniforms essentially. It's all for the different jobs. I mean, you own LinkedIn.
So you're in a suit when you're at the office. When you're on your bike outside someone's alleyway,
you're in leather, obviously.
You're in leather, of course.
Yeah. And then of course you're going to be naked with just a collar on when you're with Neil Patrick Harris's mother, because
the cat's got to go through a lot of changes.
Yeah,
he's got to relax sometime.
Exactly. He's just gonna let it all hang out with NPH's mother. Yeah.
I don't know what that cat's doing.
Wow, is that?
Again, he beat her there.
I'm confused. Like I don't know.
Why is he the only one in there?
Yeah.
Again,
taking the cops a long time. Remember when he saved? I know. Remember when he saved her from falling?
Yeah.
Yeah. It took him like a second to get up to her room, and all the way across her room to the window that she was falling out of. It took the cops like 3 hours to get up to her room.
What if he's the Flash?
Wow. What if he is?
It's a fucking plot twist. M. Night Shyamalan plot twist at the end of this movie. Turns out that Benjamin Bratt / Lou Diamond Phillips
I'm not Lou Diamond Phillips!
is the Flash.
Maybe that was the sequel they had planned for this. Was the Flash movie with Benjamin Bratt. But they were also considering Lou Diamond Phillips, depending on how much Benjamin Bratt was going to cost. Like, we'll go with whichever one's cheaper. Most people won't notice the difference.
I honestly can't.
I don't. They have to be brothers.
They have 2 different last names.
Well, so does Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen.
That's a good point.
So.
D1 and D2, Mighty Ducks movies, Netflix Canada Instant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Makes you want to live in Canada for like 3.5 hours. So you can watch the Mighty Ducks. Maybe get some free healthcare and then get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe do some fishing while you're at it.
Oh, there you go. Now that sounds like a very good use of my time.
Good weekend.
Really?
Wow.
Every time it happens, I notice myself saying like "really" or "seriously." I'm gonna burn that word out in my memory watching this. Well, now what?
What is he? Isn't this case done?
Yeah, can't you investigate her apartment? I'm sure there is tons of shit in there.
He still has the cup.
He still has the cup.
Granted, it's an evidence bag now, but he still has the fucking cup. It's been like a year. Hey, the cat is back.
He's back.
He's like, you just got yourself locked in? Jesus fucking Christ. Come back here and save your dumbass. Don't you learn anything from me? I am the most talented cat on the earth.
Now he's there. He's like, there's been changes to LinkedIn. Click my collar if you agree to these conditions.
Freedom is power. Okay, so.
Yeah, things got really slow there.
Yep.
I guess she clicked accept. I have no idea what just happened.
Yeah, she sort of kissed the cat. Do you hear that music cue?
Yeah.
It's a weird music playing here. It's like some
sensual.
moaning, yeah.
Even the cat's like, this is uncomfortable. I don't like this. Man, all these other cats.
What the fuck?
How the fuck did she get over there? There's literally a wall there.
Hold on. Where the fuck?
Where did she come from?
How did she? What did she?
Open window. Makes sense. I think there'd be a draft.
Look at that CGI. That running suit. That car stopped really well.
That's a Jag. Oh my god, it is a Jag!
It is, yeah. I was going to say, I knew it's a Jag.
I was just making a cat pun.
So did they.
Ah.
At least they picked a Jaguar. It could have been a worse cat car.
Like what?
like a that era Cougar.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Or what else was there? I think that might have been it.
That's the extent of my knowledge of cat cars.
I think that's it then. Because I was gonna say eagle, but that's a bird. So good old eagle talons. Why is she like? You see that photo in the background? She's like revealing herself. She's like makeup.
Yeah. I don't understand fashion.
Nobody does.
I mean, obviously, look at how I'm dressed right now. I'm literally wearing sweatpants.
Me too.
I've got tan socks on. That's not a joke.
I've got
with white shoes.
Oh, I'm wearing a sweatshirt and I don't even have a shirt under it.
Oh, the only shirt I'm wearing is currently half tucked into my pants. What? Man, how do I leave the house like this? I gotta get self-respect.
Oh, God.
This is awful. Everyone's image of me just changed significantly.
Yep. They're like, wow, he's just a fucking slob.
Jeez, is that guy, like, blind?
Is he homeless? Is he homeless?
You think he would compensate? We heard how small of a dick he has earlier in the broadcast.
You would think he'd make it up with appearances. He doesn't.
No.
This guy has unbelievably long hair, too.
I did just shave, though. Unfortunately, now I look like Meatloaf.
So, I mean, I guess if you like Meatloaf, ladies, he'll turn you on.
Doing
or men.
The time warp. Don't get that song stuck in my head. I hate Meatloaf.
Yeah, I was only slightly upset yesterday when I had a Metallica song stuck in my head. I don't need the time warp. God, it's getting in my head.
It's there for days.
I know it
won't
is.
Leave.
Because we recently had to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Good movie. Good soundtrack. I didn't mind the music in there.
But Time Warp is the one that got stuck.
Time warp gets stuck in your fucking head, and it's... I mean, you hear it during the movie, you're like, oh, that's not bad. But when you keep repeating it in your fucking head over 3 days...
Yeah, when you wake up and you're like, doing the time... Fuck. If you're in the shower and the
like,
only
fuck
thing
you,
you
Tim Curry!
God, I love Tim Curry. Love him in Legend. It's so great.
I need to see that movie. You showed me a clip from that.
Oh, it's so okay. Like
I want to see that movie so bad.
He's the only really good
Maybe we should watch
movie.
that movie.
Oh, I'm down.
Show us Legend.
I think I own it on DVD.
Yeah?
It's not here, though.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know. We'll go to my... I'll go back and get it.
They just shot the cop. They shot the Flash or Batman or somebody. Somebody really talented.
I guess we should have been watching the movie. Why is he there? This guy has fucking got to be Batman or the Flash or both. She had time to go home and change?
Yep.
That's agitating.
That's the part that's going to bother you?
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Oh, man. If I was that cop, I'd be like, didn't I lock you up?
Yeah, he's not asking questions right now. Like he's not like, why aren't we going to the hospital? Because I've just been shot. And how did you get out of prison? You didn't shoot a jump shot.
Nope.
You didn't even shoot.
Nope. Now he's like, does she have split personality disorder? Damn, this woman is crazy.
I'm all about this.
Like,
I gotta get on top of that.
I want to fuck her again. I need to fuck her in this cat suit. Is what I need to do. It's kind of turning me on right now. Whip? Oh, yeah. Diamond claws? Surprisingly, it does it for me. It's Benjamin Bratt in this film.
Then he just gets like his sixth sense. He's like, hang on, there's a Ferris wheel breaking down. I'll be right back. I gotta beat like, every other cop in the city there.
It's like, my only kryptonite is people always confuse me for Lee Daniel Phillips. Diamond Phillips. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
It probably matters to Benjamin Bratt.
He hates him so much. They have to hate each other.
I honestly...
Especially if they're not related, I would loathe the other person.
Honestly, if there's someone who looked exactly like me that did the same job I do, I would fucking hate that person.
So like, basically,
for no reason.
So if you become an actor / musician...
Yeah, and I shave my beard, I would be like, I fucking hate me, though.
And Meatloaf would be like, I fucking hate that guy. He's a fucking asshole.
Motherfucker can't sing the Time War.
God. Sharon Stone is fucking invincible.
Yeah.
She just got thrown across the room and she just got up like nothing happened.
Honestly,
she's got kicked in the face again with a high heel.
Shouldn't Halle Berry be telling everyone to keep using this product? Like, granted, if you stop, you're fucked. But if you keep going, you become literally invincible. Everyone's a superhero because of this new beauty product. If anything, Halle Berry's the fucking villain in this movie. It makes sense.
It really does.
Beating up cops at basketball. I don't know how that ties in. I'll get there. She's stealing diamonds, killing guys,
breaking out of jail,
ruining parties. It makes sense.
Being very sexually erotic in front of fourth graders.
Oh my God.
Halle Berry's a fucking horrible person in this movie.
And all Sharon Stone wants to do is make money turning people into superheroes. Wow, we just blew this movie wide open.
Yeah. That's why this movie doesn't work.
Yeah,
because everybody assumes Catwoman's the good guy.
Halle Berry's wearing all black. Sharon Stone's in all white. What do we know about that? All white always means you're the good guy. If you're wearing the white cowboy hat, you're the good guy.
Yep, you're the sheriff of the town.
Why do we have two different shots of her screaming?
That was weird editing.
Yeah. Oh, Sharon Stone's a beast. She's swinging that pipe like it's nothing. Seriously, this makeup is amazing. It also makes you super strong. You can kick the shit out of a cat with a pipe. Okay, that sounds weird out of context. But seriously.
Yeah, I want to start using this makeup.
Me too. God, Halle Berry's evil for not letting the world have that.
I know, right?
There's a few side effects to everything.
I know, right? We would have no kind of medical care if there wasn't a health risk on taking anything.
Bad line. Those physics make no sense.
And guess what song's playing? The song they played during the basketball scene.
Oh, yeah.
Because they did a callback to that terrible scene where they were sexually erotic in front of fourth graders. Yeah. That's the callback scene they go do. That's what they use.
That doesn't even make sense.
No.
She fell like straight down out of that window, yet caught that.
I think she fell down the other way, too. Wow. Does that look... Did you see that?
She was whipping fast.
I know, with a fucking doll.
If I know anything about this makeup, she's fine.
Seriously. But you can see it was starting to wear off. She's got a scar on her face.
All I'm saying is, the movie could have gotten a million times better if she just fucking T-1000s herself up.
Gets up, Halle Berry's like, what the fuck?
Rips off part of her face. There's like a laser eye underneath. She's like, fuck yeah! That movie would be amazing.
Like, Rise of the Machines!
Why is Lou Diamond Phillips there again? How did he get up there? Wasn't he just like almost dead?
I'm Benjamin Bratt, you asshole! Oh, God. This is entertaining?
Yeah. Even still, Sharon Stone just felt like 100 stories. She looks great.
Even with the scars on her face.
Yeah.
See, that's why she didn't survive. She hadn't used the makeup for a while.
It's a shame.
It is. Sharon Stone was the hero of this film.
She martyrs death.
I know.
Jesus Christ figure, I guess.
Yep. I mean, look, she was almost in a Christ-like pose on that when she died. Wow, okay. That's the storyline we needed to tie up right now.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. I was like, you know what we should cut to?
That woman that we don't care about that was in the hospital having sex with a doctor.
She's just like reading that handwriting like, she's a very lonely person.
She just wants to please people. Not necessarily sexually, but you know.
I'm confused. Why did she give him a Dear John letter? They can totally be together.
Because the world has no place like her for her.
Where that cat is again.
God,
that is a talented fucking cat.
I know. That's the most impressive part of this movie. It's a toss-up between that cat and Sharon Stone. That Sharon Stone is one hell of a business cat. Sharon Stone's just, like we said earlier, Christ-like figure for this film. And
I suppose
we
if I
end
had
the movie,
a whip, I would be just indiscriminately snapping.
Yeah, and I guess
all the time.
we end on her strutting some more down a pipe.
Instead of walking off into the sunset, she walks off into the moonset? Moonrise?
Moonlight.
Wait, what was that cat's name? That was Midnight. So.
Oh, wow. Dub. See Benjamin Bratt.
I believed you. I didn't think you were lying this whole time.
What if I had been? That'd been hilarious.
Alex Borstein, that's Sally's name. Oh, it took me forever.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Hey, John Cassini's in this movie. That name sounds familiar, though.
Graphologist. I don't know what that is.
I'm
looking through this list. I noticed whip coach. Holy shit! How do I get that job? That's amazing.
By knowing Harrison Ford.
That guy gets drunk in helicopters with Harrison Ford. Oh, I missed the name of the cat.
Oh, the actual cat?
I'm gonna assume that it was Midnight. I'm gonna go with that.
That makes sense. Or what if it was a CG cat?
It wasn't the whole time.
No.
No.
But
Half
I think
the time it was just sitting like a cat.
They were like, film that cat over there. It's not this. It's a different cat. So? Nobody notices.
Get his understanding.
Nobody's gonna come watch this terrible movie anyway. I'm directing it. Let's be fucking honest. I can't even pronounce my own name. It makes no sense.
Well, what'd you think?
Well, since we only watched about 3/4 of the movie and talked about 1/4 of the movie, Hollywood classic.
Yeah, it's right up there. You know, if you spin the story on its head that Sharon Stone's the hero, that's a much better movie.
That's what I said. That was the problem. That's why this movie failed. Everybody assumed Catwoman, the title character, was the good guy.
She's not.
Or the good woman.
If that movie is shot from Sharon Stone's perspective, I think it's a very good movie.
Yeah. I mean, granted, Sharon Stone's character is a little morally deprived, and
Guess she does murder that one guy.
She murders one person.
But it's only so that everyone can be a superhero.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this movie now. The problem is, we just came up with the greatest theory about this movie, but everyone hates it so much, no one's going to remember it.
Nope.
You're just going to be able to sit down like, I've got a great theory about the movie Catwoman. I'm just going to be like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk about that.
Feel like, can we talk about literally anything else in the history of the human race?
But I'm down.
Like how much of a lie the Flintstones was? Yes.
What?
Flintstones? It's a lie because cavemen and dinosaurs never lived together.
Oh, okay. That I thought you meant like the Flintstones, like the family is a lie. Like they're not really a family. I'm like, holy shit, lay this one out for me, man. I got the time for that. But no, okay.
No, but I do want to point out. I need to show you the Yoda thing. I explained it half-heartedly.
I know. I get it.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, Yoda's dead in all those movies. In the 4, 5, and 6 trilogy, and he's basically in like the whole battle on Empire that Luke has with Darth Vader on Dagobah. That's like a residual haunt, and that it just keeps repeating itself over and over again because Yoda and Darth Vader had a battle in that spot, and it's just like residually haunted there.
It's very interesting.
And that's where like Yoda died. And basically, he basically sends Luke in there knowing that this is going to happen. Because he's aware of it, because it happened to him. And basically, Yoda's still on Earth because he has unfinished business. But since he's a spirit, he's like trapped on Dagobah, because that's where he died.
I like this.
I read this, I was like, wow, this makes a lot of sense, and I like this a whole lot better than him just being some weird guy. Because they even said that, because if you think about it, R2-D2.
Okay, now I don't know where you're going with this, but go on.
R2-D2 knows Yoda, right?
Right.
Should at least recognize Yoda.
But he doesn't.
And he doesn't really ever react to any, like, Yoda itself. He's reacting to the flashlight just floating in the air. So he tries to grab it, but then for some reason it's getting pulled back and he's getting hit. But he doesn't know by what. He's, like, freaking out, and he doesn't let go until Luke says so. Because Luke can see Yoda in spirit form. Because he's a poltergeist agent.
This is a weird way to end our discussion on Catwoman. But super interesting.
I was going to say, better than anything that the movie could have offered.
So if we had to thumbs up, thumbs down, Catwoman.
The actual movie, thumbs down. Our version of the movie, where Sharon Stone's the hero.
One thumb, like, cocked to the side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Significantly better. But you're still following a bit of a morally ambiguous and very almost sexist character.
Also, if it turns out that Benjamin Bratt / LDP is Batman, I'll give that a single thumb up.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a really interesting spin. Because he's
that
an amazing
guy's
detective.
Fucking everywhere.
And he's everywhere.
The only thing that, God, that doesn't. How is that guy everywhere? That's the only explanation. Flash or Batman? Maybe it's the Batman and the Flash.
What if he's Superman? Oh, there's an idea.
Why don't we just go through all the characters? What if he's Captain Marvel? What if he's...
No, I was saying, like, Superman would make sense.
Not Metropolis.
We don't know that. The movie is set in ambiguous city, USA. It could be anything we want it to be.
But one thing we can give credit to Catwoman for, FaceTime.
Yes, he has FaceTime. So I can, if I set up my laptop correctly, I can still watch the game while I poop. And with that, that wraps up this week's edition of Too Fat for the Movies. I am Jared Fry. Alongside me,
Dan Druckman.
Thanks for listening.
And we'll have another movie for you next week.
It'll be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise.
Tune in to find out.
Yes.
All right. Thanks again for listening.